Welcome back everyone to NKW, and this must be Gore's opponent. He issued an open challenge. I don't know who this guy is either. We're having so many debuts on NKW. I don't even know who this guy is. Who is this guy? His name is Frank Target, and he's making his official NKW debut against our hardcore champion Gore. I mean, that's one way to get noticed, including the championship match, and wow, that's really... Okay, I just want to get this straight right now. That is a really awesome tattoo on his back. I'm just saying right now. But for him to be wanting to go against Gore right now in this situation, where Gore has to defend his hardcore championship, okay, Frank Target, I hope you have a good career. I don't know if it's gonna last that long though, so nice knowing you while it lasts, I guess. And there it is, folks. Our NKW Hardcore Championship. You see it right there. Man, I cannot wait to get this matchup underway. We are having a payback match already with this title match. I cannot wait for it. And here we go. Hardcore Championships on the line. Battle of strengths here. Gore gets this one easily. Gets him in the arm wrench now. And a counter by Frank Target. And Frank Target immediately going after Gore. Now Gore. Whoa! Body splash off the rope, and he is... Wow, Frank Target so far is looking pretty good. As long as Gore doesn't get his hands on him, Frank Target should be fine. And Frank Target with another neck breaker there. Now a drop kick. Gore has been actually trying to find answers. Uh-oh, he dodged that. Gore just missed that kick. And now Frank Target going to Irish whip the hardcore icon into the corner. Gets the drop kick to the corner. And now kicking him and choking him out. That's one way to keep Gore down, but Gore's up immediately. Gore trying to get something going. Uh-oh, now Gore's on the offensive now. Missed that kick, though. But Frank Target staying on the offensive again. Trying to make sure that Gore does not get any offense going here. If you're going to beat Gore, you have to stay on the offensive. Uh-oh, Gore now countered. I think he's had enough playtime. And again, here we go. Gore now. Uh-oh, counter, belly-to-belly suplex. All 400 pounds of him falling on top of Frank Target. Now Frank Target trying to get something going here. Gets the double legs to the back. Double knees there, actually, sorry. And now with a huge elbow. Frank Target is absolutely on fire right now. Battle of strengths again. Gore will most likely win this one. Gore, obviously the stronger opponent and a lot taller. And Gore throwing him to the ring, into the other corner. And now Gore throwing him to the other corner. And now Gore getting out of steam. And a huge clothesline on the corner. What a huge clothesline. And then a huge spine buster. Gore is now feeling it. Uh-oh, Gore's going out of the ring. Is he looking for a weapon? He's looking. I don't know what he's grabbing. Target, though, kicked Gore before he could grab a weapon. Now Frank Target, uh-oh, and Gore lifted Frank Target. I don't even think he even lifted him up with his hands. I think he just lifted him up with his shoulder and just planted him down. As Frank Target now throwing Gore into the ring, slapping his shoulder up a little bit. And now Gore gets up. And I'm watching Frank Target right now. He looks like he's trying to grab the steel steps. Gore looking for a weapon, trying to get one more, and Gore gets hit with the steel steps. And again, Gore gets hit with the steel steps. And Gore this time grabs the steel steps. Uh-oh, this is not going to be a good day for Frank Target if he doesn't get out of the way! Huge hit from the steel steps! And a huge hit, another hit from the steel steps onto the gut of Frank Target. That could break ribs, that could probably puncture lungs, some spleens, whatever, but still a huge hit from the steel steps, not only to the face, but to the rib and gut section. As now Gore obviously going against the shorter opponent here. Throwing him into the barricade, just missed. And now Frank Target trying to get back into this one on the mat. Getting a huge elbow there. Gore just trying to get something going here. And a headlock. And a huge punch to the head. And now battle of strengths here. Who's going to win this one? Arm wrench by Gore. Now in the headlock. And then Target gets out of it. And an elbow to the back. Gore trying to get back into this one. Gore has the back of Frank Target. Now pushing him forward. And Frank Target with a white Russian leg sweep as a counter. He's trying to stay in this one. I do not blame him. But for how long could Frank Target take this much punishment is my only question. Because Gore, obviously the veteran, he's been in this business for years now, has held that title ever since he came into the wrestling business. And now Gore is having basically an easy day at the office with Frank Target, and no! Oh no! Gore going for the Gore Fest! It has a series of punches, there are a series of many devastating moves, and look how strong this guy, and on the mat! Landed on the back of his head and rib, and on his back really hurt the rib section, man! And now Gore, a huge slam to the throat, and a huge big kick to the face! And now Gore looking for a weapon. What's he have? I'm trying to see here. I don't really see anything. It looks like a kendo stick, but he dropped it. And a huge big boot on the from the outside. And Gore now getting thrown into the barricade. Just missed. And Gore sweeping the leg of Frank Target. And look at that size differential. Gore obviously going for the kendo stick. He wants some kind of weapon to use against this opponent. As Gore now gets a countering, a huge shoulder block there. And what we got here? And slamming him down with authority on the back of his head. And lower back area. You can see the crowd. They are feeling really bad for Frank. And again, another Gore Fest. Could we be seeing another one here? It looks like it, unless if he could counter somehow out of it. Huge knee to the chest. And then landing again on the mat. And now you can see Frank Target really holding on to the rib area. This is not a good sign for Frank if he wants to try getting back into this one. Man, I would hate to be in Frank's shoes right now. This is a terrible spot to be in. It's Frank trying to get back into this one. But for what cost? Obviously, he just got gore-fested twice so far this match. I'm just shocked he's still able to stand up after this. Gore now picking him up. And a huge German suplex landing on the back of his own neck. Man. And now what's Gore have here? And a huge punch to the head. That could have knocked him out. And Gore picking up Frank again. Frank just trying to get back into this one. Countered that one there. And Gore lifting him up and throwing him down again. Landing on the injured rib area already. Gore obviously focusing. Uh-oh. He has him by the throat. Picking him up. And then a huge choke slam. You at least go 9 feet up in the air and just slam right straight back down. Man, and Gore tossing him right straight back into the ring. And now Gore looking for another weapon under the ring. And again Frank Target interfering with Gore. And now Frank Target throwing Gore up the ramp and Gore not having any of it. Gore has had many injuries from that ramp area. And he does not want another one to happen here. As Frank Target again throwing him into the ramp area. But Gore again going away. As Frank Target gets a weapon now. He has a chair and Gore's trying probably strategizing what to do right now. As Gore looks for a weapon. As he gets hit in the back with a table. And then hit in the gut. Hit again in the back. And almost got hit there. And hit in the gut again. Man. And a huge elbow to the back of the neck on Gore. And Frank Target is having a pretty good debut so far. Uh-oh. Gore picking him up. Torture rack. Man. This is really hurting the rib section. All Gore's doing is compressing the ribs against the back of his neck, crunching the body, twisting it, just basically trying to bend it like a bow and arrow. And that's the human body is not supposed to bend like that, ladies and gentlemen. And now Frank Target working on the arms, and a huge arm drag by Frank Target, using the momentum of Gore for that one right there. As Gore grabs him, and a huge kick there, and Gore landed on the back of his head on the table. Uh-oh. And Gore, and a very nice counter there. I thought it was gonna be a choke slam. All of a sudden, Frank Target does a DDT onto Gore's head onto the table. And now they're getting really close to my announce table, as a matter of fact. Oh man, this is not going to... Okay, they're getting really, really close to my announce table now. And a huge clothesline to the back of the head. And then another arm drag there. Gore trying to get something going. And Target has... And Gore goes through my table! A leg sweep, and because of how tall Gore is and how heavy he is, just the momentum of doing that move went straight through my table, and somehow Gore is still standing. Oh no! Gore, please don't do this! Not in front of me! This is not gonna be a pre-sight. Oh man, this is not gonna be a pre-sight whatsoever. Oh, I have to watch this! Gore! And a third Gore Fest! This time onto the broken table! This is gonna take a while to actually fix. Uh-oh, Gore now setting up for a pile driver. And then going for a ride! Frank Target trying to stay into this one, now looking for a weapon. Can't find any, and a huge forearm to the back. And Frank Target, look at that size differential. And Gore keeping him in now, and a huge shoulder block. And most of this match has not even been in the ring. You can see fans with guitars, their championship belts that they purchase off of NKW in the NKW storerooms out in front. And I saw a crutch or two over there. I'm trying to figure out how a guitar got into this stadium. But whatever, you know, whatever you bring is whatever you bring. And Gore with a torture rack right in front of me. Man, that looks so painful. And Frank is tapping out, but the problem is he's not in the ring. You can't tap out. This is the only falls and submissions can take place in the ring. And I think Frank Tarker now is bleeding a little bit. I think Frank Tarker is bleeding a little bit out of his nose. And Gore chucking him basically across the arena. What a throw! And Gore now throwing him back into the ring. Gore's just trying to figure out what to do. And why is Frank Tarker even coming back out here and then a huge punch by Frank Target? My question is, why is Frank even coming out here? And now Gore has the back. Gore picking him. Oh no! Gore slamming him down straight back onto the mat. Man, Frank Target, I'm not even sure he's gonna live after. And a huge chokeslam that lands him on the back of his neck, and then most likely the lifeless corpse. And oh no, not again! A fourth Gore Fest! A fourth one if he can connect with all of this! Look at the strength of Gore just tossing around like a rag doll! And a fourth Gore Fest! Onto the mat! Frank Target's back and rib area must be screaming in agony right now, telling Frank Target to get out of this match, but Frank Target, obviously his ego is not going to allow him to do that, and now we're finally getting back into the match, as he jumps over Gore by accident. Now Gore, now they're in the ring, and Gore with a nice trip there. Gore trying to figure out what to do, and a huge arm drag there, and you can see the blood going down onto the mat, onto the canvas of the ring, and that's probably from the bloodied nose of Frank Target, and a huge big boot there to the chest. And Gore, I'm not sure what he's grabbing the kendo stick. Now he's going back to the ring and swinging, just missed. Frank Target grabbed it, now throwing it down, and now Gore, battle of strengths here. Gore wins it. Gore going for a submission, and that's a sleeper hold, and Frank Target immediately tapping out. I do not blame him whatsoever. And Gore successfully defends his hardcore championship. Let's take a look at these replays. This is where my table breaks. Thanks, Frank. And then after that, Gore was in full momentum. And this is where I think Frank got the bloody nose. I'm not exactly sure, but that punch was basically where it happened. And Gore, 4 Gore Fest. Like 3 choke slams. How do you survive that all in the mat? None of them were in the padded ring. It's not like that mat is anything different. There's cement under that. And the tap out almost instantly after he grabbed the sleeper hold. And now Gore celebrating his successful title defense against Frank Target. And Gore, very proud of this win, I can tell. And what a giant he is in that ring. And the fans absolutely loved him. You can tell. With the appreciation the fans are giving him, this was an amazing fight. Man, what a fight. And I'm seeing, oh no, I'm seeing Gurney coming down, I'm seeing stretchers coming down the ramp. And poor Frank Target now getting stretchered out of the arena. And coming up next, we're going to find out what our next match is. Coming up next, I hope Frank Target gets better soon. Man, I really hope Frank Target's okay, but now we're going backstage and, whoa. Nathan Williams obviously sharing his thoughts about Stevie Gold and his thought. And, oh, there's Mr. Franklin. And I wonder what's going to happen here. Apparently he has a matchup next. That was actually going to be my question. With who, though? With Stevie Gold, this is all going to be coming up next. Nathan Williams versus Stevie Gold. This is going to be a good one.